Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we have another pick a card reading, and this pick a card reading is for the month of February. So we are going to take a look at what the month of February 2020 has in store for us. So we have three piles below. We have pile number 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I have some crystals up above to help you guys choose if you would like, if those tend to help you whenever you do pick a cards, or if you would like, go ahead and pause the video, meditate, and whichever pile you're being most drawn to, that is the pile for you. Okay, so as always, please keep in mind these are general readings, so there may be multiple messages for multiple people. Just take what resonates for you. Okay, I will have the timestamps listed down below in the comment section. Well, yes, I can in the comment section or in the description box. Okay. And I'm really excited for this reading because I picked up a new oracle deck yesterday, as well as the crystals up above. I went shopping in Old Sacramento, so shout out to Old Sac if you guys are from Northern California. I went shopping and went into one of their stores that they have over there, where they have a bunch of crystals and tarot cards and just a bunch of beautiful stuff. I honestly could have been in there for hours. It's so magical if you've ever been there. I picked up this oracle deck and I cannot wait to try it. So it is the Oracle of the Fairies. So we're going to go ahead and see what messages come through as well. I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1. I'm going to move these guys off to the side. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video, meditate, and then go to your selected reading. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to move these guys over off to the side. And then we're going to start with pile 1 with this beautiful yellow crystal. No idea what the name is. If you know it, please comment down below. I would love to know and give this guy a name. All right, so pile 1, we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards first, and then we will get started. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay these guys out, and we will see what we got. All right. So group 1. So we've got the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, the 7 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and Ace of Swords. Okay, so I would say for the most part, looks like group 1, your guys' month of February is off to a wonderful start, if not for the whole month. You have the 10 of Cups, which is all about love and harmony, happy family life. It's all about a sense of completion, and that you're basically kind of reaping the rewards of what you've sown. You're experiencing a beautiful abundance of life and just really taking it in and feeling like, you know what, I'm at where I'm supposed to be. Life is good. Life couldn't be any better as of right now. And I definitely see this being your overall month that, just really, really taking it in and appreciating and loving life, I think, to the fullest in that aspect, just with your family life, your love life, all of that, everything just seems to be at a very good place. Okay. Now, even though you may be feeling a sense of abundance, this, like I said, this is the feeling in its truest form, so to speak, but it doesn't necessarily mean with finances. It can, but it doesn't always have to. It just means like you just feel very fulfilled in life in general. Okay. Now we have the 2 of Pentacles here, which does talk about finances, but this talks about possibly experiencing finances. You may be going through some difficulties. Perhaps on the surface, you're acting like everything, is fine. You've got it. It's handled. But really, you're trying to juggle it. That perhaps you could be overspending in certain areas, or you just haven't necessarily been able to balance your finances to the best of your ability. And so it seems like it's been a little bit of a struggle. But you're trying to put on a good face that, you know what, you've got it, it's fine, you'll figure it out. And I see for the most part, you really trying just that you are trying to work it out. You've got the Seven of Wands here, which is all about determination. Okay. That you're really going to basically stand your ground and be like, no, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to make things right. I don't want this to basically constantly follow me. If maybe you're a person who's been living paycheck to paycheck as of late, sometimes it's hard to get out of that rut, and so being able to really take hold of your finances again to where you're able to no longer be in that situation can be tough. It's definitely a little bit of a journey for most people. So I definitely see you working hard at that. If this is you having to overcome whatever obstacles are in your way when it comes to your finances. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is all about being an excellent manager of your finances. So it's funny that, you've got a little bit of issues going on here. I foresee this being maybe in the beginning of the month. And I feel like this has been maybe going on for a little bit, which explains why there's so much determination and hard work at hand, but that you're able to get through it. You guys have that strong will that I think is going to push you and motivate you to get ahead of the game. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, this could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So you yourself could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone maybe your loved one, could be either or. So again, just take what resonates. But there's a sense of maturity here. And so I think with these struggles, with these little financial struggles that you could be dealing with, it's causing you to be a little bit more mature and really take this, I think, more serious. Like I said, and wanting to get a strong hold of it. I definitely see that you are capable of doing that. This shows that your hard work is definitely going to pay off. Okay. And then you have the Ace of Swords, which talks about a new lifestyle or new development. So I definitely see you adapting to this new way of living, getting a hold of your finances to where you are now, going to follow this instead of doing what it was that you were doing before. Okay. The Ace of Swords also signifies a possible birth. This could be an actual birth of a child. So for some of you guys in the month of February, you could be giving birth to your baby. So congratulations if you are. But this can also be a birth of a new idea or an enterprise, or some type of spiritual growth. I think, for most of you, if this is resonating with you as far as like with the finances, this could be a new lifestyle, a new way of spending, a new way of managing your money, things of that nature, because everything else is going really well in other areas of your life. Why shouldn't this? And I think, because most of you guys have this mature sensibility to you, you are able to recognize and to be as determined as you are to make this also, fall within your 10 of Cups. Okay. So Group 1, you guys definitely seem like you've got a good grasp on everything. And I'm happy to see, what else is going to come through. So this is your energy oracle cards. You guys pulled 2. So the first one we have is the Sun. Okay, that also talks about new beginnings, also talks about birth. So I think now that this is your second birth card, so I think, again, if you are pregnant and you're giving birth in February, congratulations again, because that's another indicator this could be coming true. This also does, I think, very much like the Ace of Swords, talks about new beginnings, fulfillment, happiness. So we've got not only a confirmation of the Ace of Swords, but we've also got a confirmation of the 10 of Cups. So this Sun card is definitely speaking very highly or coming through all about this newness and happiness and fulfillment that is going on for you guys. The next card we have is Strategy. So I think, again, for those of you who are trying to get your finances back in order, you trying to work up some sort of strategy in getting this to come into fruition and getting a hold of everything, either by writing it down, trying to budget your money, just a little bit better, is really what's going to help you get ahead and get back on track with things. Okay. And last but not least, we have our Oracle of the Fairies. I'm so excited to see what this card has to say, because like this imagery, I can't, like, I was so drawn to this deck, honestly, because of the beautiful imagery. So I can't wait to see what we've got. You have Shine from Within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. I love that. So I think for a lot of you guys, this whole self-acceptance, this new beginning, I think this new you is definitely what seems to be coming at the forefront. And it's a very positive message, because you guys are going through a lot of new. You've got the Sun card, you've got, the Ace of Swords, you've got, the Ten of Cups, all about fulfillment, all about newness, all about just happiness. And I think you can definitely tie that in with, self-acceptance and, being able to take things, into just basically get a hold of everything and just really being able to make it your own, so then that way you can live your best life. All right, so group 1, I hope that resonated with you. This was your message. If this did, please go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear, how this resonated with you, if you enjoyed the messages that came through, and also too, if you love the new Oracle cards that we got. So I'm going to go ahead and get this off to the side so that way we can get ready for our next group. But if you are not already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like this video if you did enjoy the reading. All right, so we're going to start with group 2 with our rose quartz. Okay, we're going to put that off to the side. So group 2, I'm going to go ahead and read your tarot cards first, and then we're going to go ahead and get into your oracle cards. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out your cards first, and then we will go into what each card represents. All right. So group 2, you guys have the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Hierophant in reverse, and the 2 of Cups. All right, so right off the bat with the 5 of Swords, this is talking about change, okay? 5 of Swords, excuse me, deals with sudden change. And this sudden change, or may not be sudden, maybe it did come about, or gradually came about, but this change is an adjustment period. And I would say for some of you guys, it may feel uncomfortable, but know that it is a necessary change. Okay. This could be a change to your lifestyle, your philosophy, perhaps your inner beliefs about yourself, whatever it may be, whatever this change is. It is a positive one. And I think that's one to always kind of keep in the back of your mind, that this is for the better. Okay. I'm doing this for a reason. And sometimes when the going gets tough, we want to stop going. We want to stop thinking about it because it's just too difficult or too hard. And we can't get down like that. We can't allow that to affect us in that way. Okay. So when this card shows up, it's talking about you focusing on what needs to be changed for the better, okay? And knowing that it is time to do the work, to put in the work, and to be able to move yourself forward, okay? So for some of you guys, when I think of lifestyle, I think of possibly, eating better, working out, trying to live a healthier lifestyle. Maybe that was your New Year's resolution for this year. It's always a common one, and I would say it's a great one for sure. But it's definitely something that can be a struggle, especially if you've been eating poorly for a long time. You've been eating out a lot, or you don't really go to the gym as often, or things of that nature. So it can be an adjustment. It sometimes can be a difficult adjustment. And that's where that sense of uncomfortability comes into play. But knowing that you are doing this for your health, for you to feel better about yourself, for you to regain that inner self-confidence, I think is going to be your motivator to continue to push you forward. Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles here, which is all about you feeling solid and secure, both in business and family life. Okay. So I think for the majority of you guys, your hard work has definitely paid off, and you're now focusing your time and attention onto your family. Finding ways to be able either to reconnect with your family, or being able to plan for your future, like either buying a house, buying a home, building a new home, whatever it may be, because now that you're at a place where you can provide, you're now looking to, okay, how can I continue to secure my family? And for, I think most of you guys, that's where a lot of your mindset may be coming into play. Okay. The High Priestess is all about, having this, how do I say, taking a look into our secret selves, and it's the sense of longing to be recognized. So this is all about a time for self-discovery, I would say. So kind of like with this change card that we have here with the Five of Swords, I think for most of you, there's a sense of awareness that needs to be taken on, okay, with the High Priestess. It's, tuning into your inner voice and your spiritual awareness, and being able to bring that into fruition. So if you have been, maybe thinking or dreaming a lot lately about, this new possibility, or this new way of living, this new lifestyle, whatever it may be, or even like your inner creativeness, like if you've been always wanting to tune into that or tap into that, but you've always just been like, no, I don't have time, or no, I won't succeed. There's always been some sort of self-doubt. Now is the time, with the High Priestess coming into play. This is telling you to really listen to your inner self, and to, bring that out of the shadow, so to speak. Allow it to come to the surface. And I think you might be surprised at how well you are at it, or how well it does serve you. Okay. I hope that makes sense, because for, this Five of Sword energy, when I think of like this uncomfortability that you might be feeling, I think it could be because it's been suppressed. The High Priestess talks about, our secret selves. So if you've been suppressing this part of you for so long, and the fact that now's a good time to, maybe take a deeper look into it, or be able to, tap into that, why not? I think this will be a definitely good time for you guys for the month of February to see what it is that you're fully capable of. Okay. The Hierophant in reverse talks about wanting to overthrow or get rid of old traditions. And this can usually be, I think, ways, or it doesn't necessarily have to be like religion or cultural aspects, but this could be like an ideology, like a way of living is what I think of. So again, I think of, for those of you who are trying to get back on track with like the healthy lifestyle or things of that nature, you trying to get rid of this mindset that maybe this negative mindset that no, I'll never lose weight, or I'll never be healthy, or I, you know, can only eat these foods, or whatever it is that, you have conditioned yourself to think. You're definitely wanting to overthrow that, to no longer think that. And I think you're definitely wanting to, hold yourself accountable, basically, is really what this comes into play. You're trying to make it that there's no more excuses. You're not doing, you feel suffocated, basically, from whatever this old ideology has, that you've allowed to take over for so long, whether it is like these poor eating habits or this poor lifestyle or whatever it may be. That no longer serves you. So now you're really wanting to take things into your own matters and be able to make it more about you, but in a healthy way, is what I'm seeing. Okay. The Two of Cups is all about a coupling of some sort. So this could indicate a marriage or a new relationship. Okay. Or a relationship in a new stage of happiness. Okay. So it's all about harmony. It's all about, things going very smoothly right now. I feel like love, for it being for the month of February, what a perfect time, because, you got Valentine's Day coming up, all about love and celebration of love. So knowing that your relationship, if you are in a relationship, is definitely going to be at a very harmonious stage. So I think that's very beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your overall energy for the month of February. You guys have 2 energy cards. You have Blossoming Abundance, okay? And you have the 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel. All right. So your Blossoming Abundance card is all about your increase of wealth and value. Okay, this is all about the universe is blessing you in some way and possibly helping, the fruits of your labor to blossom, so you're now starting to be able to reap those benefits, and I really like that because, you've got the 10 of Pentacles card here, which is all about that sense of security and abundance and wealth. So I think a really good indicator for most of you guys. You're definitely going to reap that in for the month of February. The 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel, talks about intimacy and creativity. And what I like about this is with the whole intimacy aspect, it talks about people being able to come closer together, being able to be a little bit more intimate. And that doesn't necessarily mean just on the sexual level, but it also means just being able to open up to another person and being able to allow each other to confide in one another. And what I love about that is you have the 2 of Cups, which is all about, 2 people coming together and being able to, be more, I would say, in tandem with one another. Like there's just that sense of harmony. Okay. And then this also talks about, being a little bit more creative, you tapping into your creative side. So for some of you, if that is like your inner, your secret self that you've been kind of not harboring with the High Priestess, the 2nd chakra is talking about opening that up or, reaching into that. So that's definitely something to look into for you guys. All right. So your last card that you have for your Oracle of the Fairies, this is your Oracle of the Fairies card. You have abundance. So prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have in fairyland and human land. There's enough abundance for everyone. So I love this. You guys have the abundance card twice. And you have the 10 of Pentacles here. So again, all about abundance. You guys are definitely going to be experiencing quite a bit for the month of February, which I think is great for you guys overall. So Group 2, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear how this resonated, and if there is something that you really are working on or that you really want to bring into fruition. So I would love to hear that. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, and we're going to move on to our last and final pile, certainly not least. All right. So our last group, group 3, with our turquoise crystal. We're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards, and then we will go into your oracle cards. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and lay them out, and then we're going to get started. So we've got Pentacles. Now I want to say yours, you guys had another card. Another one jumped out. Yep. Okay. So yes, group 3. You guys have a lot going on here. So we have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, 7 of Cups, the Star card, and the 7 of Pentacles. Whew, okay, yeah. You guys definitely had quite a bit. So for the 5 of Pentacles, this talks about possible financial struggles. So for some of you guys in the month of February, I would say many or some of you may soon be, I would say, kind of tight on money, or, you know, could experience some type of financial loss. Now, this could be due to, you know, either bad investments or perhaps, you know, some sort of support you were counting on just didn't come through. This is, you know, a time for you to possibly, like, you know, either ask for assistance or guidance on like what you can do moving forward, or like how you can kind of get back on top of things or back on track. So it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, an end all be all. It just, you know, it's going to be, I think, a little bit of a rough time in regards to, you know, finances. So the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is all about wishing things might have turned out a little bit differently, okay? Now, this can deal with relationships because the cups tend to typically deal with like love, relationships, things of that nature. But I'm not necessarily getting that as a strong sense because we started off, I think, with the 5 of Pentacles. I'm getting this more so as a sense with business partnerships, if that makes sense, okay? So if for whatever reason you had a business dealing that fell through, and it cost you some money because maybe you invested money into it and you ended up losing some, now it's obviously like, look, you had an idea of, you know, thinking things would turn out this great way because, you know, you guys were going to invest and perhaps your partner pulled out, something of that nature. And now you have to come to the realization that you just have to cut your losses. Okay. Or you just need to get out of this situation. If this does apply to you in a relationship aspect, it can be the same thing that you've tried and tried, your hardest in this situation, but you've come to the realization that, you know what, you just need to walk away, that you've done all that you can. You know, you wished it could have turned out differently, but it didn't. It turned out this way, and this is all that you can do. You just need to be able to move forward, okay? The 4 of Cups is, you know, being in this state of withdrawal. And I think to me, it makes sense because of going through whatever loss this may be. I think in the beginning of the month, you're kind of going to be at the state of, I just need my personal space. I need time to think. I need time for myself. You know, and it's all about just taking that time out to really rest and realize what it is that you want, or, you know, kind of get that in that clearer headspace before you go back into like the day-to-day life of, you know, the daily grind or whatever. So I would say for most of you guys, if this does, you know, relate to like this whole business dealing aspect, yeah, definitely take this time out for yourself to reflect what worked, what didn't work, and being able to, I think, move forward knowing like, okay, these were the mistakes that were made. I'm not going to repeat those again. Now moving forward, I'm going to do this. Okay. So I think for most of you guys, in that regard, it's okay to, take that time out if you need it. For some of you, it might just be like, I don't really want to. I'm just kind of pissed off at the world, and you might have every right to be upset. But know that this isn't going to be permanent. This is temporary. All things are temporary, okay? They're meant to teach us lessons, and I think this is the lesson that it's meant to teach us, okay? So the next card that you have is the Seven of Cups. And with the Seven of Cups, this talks about, having many options available to you. So I think after you've been able to go through, the state of withdrawal, once you've kind of realized, what it is, or, learned from this situation, if you will have these opportunities present themselves to you again. And, there's going to be a lot of them, and it's, I think, going to be difficult for you guys to, make an easy choice. It's definitely going to take some more thought, some more time, and I think that's okay. You guys have every right to not repeat the same mistakes that you made the last time, and you have every right to pause and think every possibility through. And with the Seven of Cups, that's really what it's talking about. It's really about you pausing and thinking about each possibility and how it's going to play out. If anything, I think that's smart. Okay, it means you're not rushing into anything, and you're not going to just go to the first opportunity that sounds great. No, you learned from your mistake. You're going to make sure that you think this through before you just jump into the next situation. Okay. Now we have the Star card, which honestly is a beautiful card to have. I think from the start of the month, we've definitely got some difficulty here. Okay. But like mid-end of the month, it looks like you guys are going to be back on track, okay? The Star card talks about good fortune. It, to me, is like a hope wish card is what I think. It talks about, you receiving assistance in some aspect, like whatever you've been hoping for or wishing for, that you are going to get some assistance from, maybe somebody else. Or, if you've been praying or hoping or putting it out into the universe is going to help you in some way. And you're going to be filled with faith and trust in life, and its, and its process, and understand like things happen for a reason. I was meant to go through this for a reason, because it was going to teach me to be more patient. It was going to teach me, to be more cautious and to think things through a little bit more clearly than just jumping into the first thing that sounded like a good idea. Okay. So I think if anything, that's really what your mindset will probably be like at the end of the month. If you're one of those, people who went through this hard financial hardship or relationship hardship in the beginning. Okay. Now the Seven of Pentacles, it's all about, you putting in your time and effort, and, you getting paid what's owed to you. So you're definitely going to be receiving the benefits that are due to you. You're going to reap what you've sown, so to speak. It's all about this hard work and you tending to that. Okay. And I think you're going to be able to see the positivity from that, which is great, because like I said, we started off a little bit rough here, but knowing that you're going to come into fruition at the end is, if anything, beautiful. Okay. So please keep that in mind. It doesn't look like it's going to be forever. These are lessons that I think that were meant to be taught. It, isn't permanent. Just, I think allow these things to teach you these lessons, if you will. But if you don't want to have to go through any of this, if you're watching this now before then, and you kind of have an idea what this could indicate, take that to heart and really listen to that. You are in charge of your own destiny. You're in charge of your own life and your choices. So just because this is what the cards are indicating could happen for the month of February is not set in stone. Okay. If you don't like this outcome, you are more than capable of changing that and preventing all of this, so then that way you could just get to that. Okay. So keep those things in mind if you're kind of feeling a little weary about this in the beginning of the month. Okay. All right. So we have 2 energy oracle cards for you. we have man holding a coin. I love the names of these sometimes. And the thinking woman. All right. So man holding the coin. So what this indicates is that there could be a possible male connection in money. So health or value, assistance of a financial advisor could be coming to you to offer advice or assistance with your finances. So again, I'm thinking of if this did have to deal with a bad financial situation for some of you guys in the beginning, like if you got into a bad, business venture, or, something of that nature came about to where like it just didn't necessarily work out for you guys the way that you were hoping that it would, this person's going to come to your aid and be like, hey, here's what you should do next time, or here's how we can get you out of this situation. Okay. So definitely be on the lookout for that there is going to be some indicator of that. And then the thinking woman, it could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and to bring clarity and assistance into the world, okay? The thinking woman's all about thinking things through and really paying attention to the fine detail of things. What I like about having this card in the spread is with the Seven of Pentacles, that's what makes me think about you taking your time to think it through before jumping into anything. So that's why you have the thinking woman here. All right, your last two cards you have are the Oracle of the Fairy cards. You guys pulled two. I think the other two groups only pulled one, so you guys have two. The first one we have is transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. So I like this. So what's good about this is, yeah, it definitely seems like for the month of February, you are going to go through some sort of transformation. It looks like in the beginning, things aren't necessarily where you would like them to be, but at the end of the month, you go through a form of transformation, and I think for the better, to where it does ultimately work out. So I love that definitely came through. And then the last one we have is wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Beautiful. So I like this because this, to me, just reiterates this star card here, like this wish card that you have. So I think for a lot of you guys, you are going to be, putting things out there into the universe to be able to make things happen, and being able to learn from whatever this situation was at the beginning of the month, that I think is going to help propel you into where you should be at the end of the month. All right. So group 3, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please let me know down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear, how this worked out, if this made any sense, or if you have any indication as to what this could be about, for you guys at the beginning of the month. If you guys have any future suggestions for future videos, I would love to hear them. Please go ahead and list them in the comment section. If you're not following already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you can know when I upload a new video. Otherwise, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.